Back with Bishop, the energy-wielding, time-displaced mutant, issues 2 and 3. He's patrolling Brooklyn now and Flamequake just pulled up on his ass. And then his sister Shard came to save him at the last minute. She blasts Flamequake, "Leave my brother alone, bitch." Bishop says, "Shard, is that really you?" He always thought his sister was dead, but now she's alive. And Shard is confused also. She's spilling tea. "Lucas, you're the final Brotherhood's target? How's that possible and how are you in this era?" "Oh shit, never mind, lock in." Flamequake pulls up with an attack. "Shard, Bishop, we should have known they would have sent your ass." Now Flamequake and the final Brotherhood came back to the past to kill Bishop in hopes of rewriting their timeline. And Shard was sent back by the Xavier security enforcers to stop all that shit. Bishop's still stressing the situation. Shard tells him, "Big bro, lock the fuck in." Then he readjusts. "This really is my sister, and I ain't gonna let shit happen to her." Flamequake calls for backup. "Skipping Stone, Mirror Mind, I found Bishop, pull up." She lore drops on how Mirror Mind showed the final Brotherhood his visions of the inevitable chain of paradoxical casualty. So basically Bishop fucked up everything when he jumped to the past, and killing him would prevent the age of Sentinels. Bishop and Shard run a 2v1 play, get the drop on her ass. And before Flame goes unconscious, she's yapping about, "Bishop, you selfish bastard, thousands of mutants are gonna die just cause you're too scared." And then she's out for the count. Shard puts a temporal micro-teleporter on her to transport her back to their era, into XSE custody. But Lucas can't stop thinking about what Flamequake said. Shard says Flamequake's call went through. Ops will be here any minute. We need a ride. So she uses XSE tech to hack a car, and her and Bishop get the fuck out of there. Shard tells Bishop that Flamequake is part of a trio of terrorists who inherited their X genes from mutant villains of the past, and they believe that the rise of Sentinels happened because of a paradoxical glitch in history. Basically a time traveler whose presence in this era supposedly unleashes a chain of causation that leads to mass detention and genocide. Oh shit, the car's low on gas. It dies out. Bishop, get out and push. But Shard realizes, wait, we're in New York in the 2020s. Have you ever seen one of the X-Men? Bishop says, "I am an X-Men." She's all like, "Word, what's your code name?" Lucas says, "It's just Bishop." Boom, bitch, sneak attack. Ops are here. Skipping Stone pulled up on a scene. He says, "Take your time, lost ones. Gather your wits. You must be fully present in the moment of your death." Now, Skipping Stone is a descendant and has the X genes of Toad and the Blob. And this guy's a problem because between his mass and the height he can jump, he can hit you like a fucking bomb. And Bishop learns that real quick because he can't even get a shot on him. Even Shard is tripping. She's all like, "How the hell could someone so big move that fast? And just look at him super jumping in the air, mate. And he's coming down breaking buildings like a fucking wrecking ball." And Bishop's trying as hard as he can to keep up with the pace, but he just ain't fast enough. Shard is trying to attack from behind, but now that Bishop knows she's alive, he's naturally going to be more protective of her. But before Shard can blast, Skipping Stone just turns around and deflects with his arm. Then he punches the shit out of her, knocks her back like 10 feet, bum rushes her and starts beating the shit out of her. He's yapping, "Once we kill the one who must die, the future will be rewritten. We may cease to exist, so we will savor the rush of blood through our veins this one last time, before we destroy your motherfucking asses." And Bishop's like, "Shard, no!" And then we move into issue 3. This is a damn good cover right here. It's my favorite cover of issue 3. Now picking back up with the fight. Since Bishop first watched his sister die, he always swore to himself that if he had another chance to save her, he would. But now he's about to fail again and watch her die again. So he beam blasts Skipping Stone. He's all like, "Hey fat ass, over here. I'm your target, right? I'm getting away." Motherfucker just super hops right to his ass. And when he lands, you get an idea of how big he really is. Cause look how tall he is compared to Bishop. Holy shit, bruv. Bishop harnesses the ambient energy of the burning car to power his punches, but he's only just buying time for Shard to get away, cause he compares Skipping Stone's punches to sledgehammer blows. But Shard ain't going out like no bitch. She picks up the rifle and just starts blasting. She hits Blob, but it doesn't phase him, and he dodges the next blast, and she ends up hitting Bishop. Like, "Hey yo sis, what the fuck?" And Skipping Stone follows up with a fucking drop kick. Bishop straight up not having a good time right now. He gets the wind knocked out of him. What a funny ass panel. And Skipping Stone just starts stomping his ass out. But Bishop knows his sister well. She was actually powering his ass up for a defensive kinetic blast. Shoots Skipping Stone into the air, he goes fucking flying. But as Big Boy Stone falls down, lands on his feet, they set up another double team play. Bishop draws in as much ambient energy as he can from the surrounding grid, while Shard pulls photokinetic energy from the streetlights. And they just fucking light his ass up like the sun. Good old fashioned brother and sister bonding over violent struggle and beating up villains. Overloading Skipping Stone. And now Big Boy's fried. He's going down for the count. She starts yapping, can this too soon time truly be the end? Mirror mind, it all falls down to you now, old friend. Shard puts the teleporter on him while he's unconscious and transfers him to the XSE. Bishop apologizes for being overprotective, and Shard's all like, why'd you turn so soft? The Lucas Bishop I knew would never risk a mission this important. Bishop tries to warn her about when she gets back to her time. She busts off a couple shots at him. She's all like, stop it. I'm not here to learn things that might fuck up the timeline. I'm here to complete my mission. Don't follow me, I'll do this shit on my own. He calls it a night and stresses himself to sleep. What's the point of doing your duty if you can't protect the people you love? He wants to help Shard without getting in her way. And then he wakes up to the sound of a foghorn. He gets up and looks out the window. Ain't no way in hell an illusion-cloaked cruise ship just happened to crash into the dock across the street from his house. Maybe this mirror mind finally pulled up to the scene. He pulls up to the ship, but then he gets pressed by the cops. Ayo, officers, chill. I'm Bishop. I'm with the X-Men. A superpowered terrorist named Mirror Mind is aboard that ship. And the cops are all like, oh, you mean a mutie? Fuck it, let him through. And as soon as Bishop enters the cruise ship, nothing makes sense anymore. The corridors have become a funhouse, distorting everything around him. Is this the trippy-ass power of Mirror Mind? But he can tell by the smell of the blood and the bodies in front of him that it's not an illusion. And then Mirror Mind finally communicates to Bishop mentally. You killed my comrades and now you die slowly. And then he hears Shard calling for his help. He sees her pulling up, but oh shit, it's not Shard. She starts blasting at his ass. You sick bitch, what'd you do with my sister? Mirror Mind is trying to get Bishop to chase after. You don't get to ask me questions. All you get to do is watch your sister die in front of you. And goddamn it, Shard is trapped again? She's always just about to die in front of Bishop, man. Bishop is having the worst luck right now. We 3 issues in, we're setting up for a Mirror Mind fight right now. It's just good reading Bishop again. The comic's been fun, so far so good. Let's hope these last 2 issues go out with a bang. Anyways, I'm done yapping. See ya.